What is up, guys? Before I start this video, I just want to let you know what it's going to be about. The very beginning is just basically the end of our night ride going back, but I have so many people that have messaged me lately about the Packard Supercharger, so I wanted to show you what it's about. This is on 6 pounds, 91, the biggest pulley. Bigger pulley means lower horsepower, and I am literally just walking away from so many people, including there's a real deal factory race car there. I'm following Colton in a little bit of this. He's in a fully built race car as well, not his own personal one of our buddies. But if you guys are wondering what it's like and if it makes you go faster, part of it's driver mod. Guys, I'm a big tuner. I got 30,000 miles of tuning experience, and I ride with the big dogs, and they've taught me so much over the last several years. So just because you have more power doesn't mean you're going to have the ability to keep up with these people. It also takes lots of experience to be able to drive like this. But moral of the story is, this is the lowest horsepower version of the Packard car that you guys saw, and she's a heavy girl. I've got a ton of heavy parts on her, so just keep that in mind. If you want a supercharger, reach out to me. They have perfected the kit and perfected the tune. I had zero issues the entire week, and I tuned every day. So here we go. Dave's got 2 layers on. 2? How many layers you got on?
I got 3.
Jeez. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see. Y'all are getting in real good with Ian now. So you're getting like the super hookup. I wish I could be as cool as the EMR factory guys. All right, guys. So they're doing the tire relay, which is where they got to race a tire from one side to the other. Oh, it's a relay, okay. There you go, Mark. Oh my God, no, you can't steal his tire. Oh, that man cheated him out of victory. Oh, he cheated him out of the victory, guys. That's messed up, man. You like this?
Watching him push the tires.
Okay. You like the taco? What's going on?
Imagine being able to do that like a superhero.
Jesus.
I bounce, I bounce. I bounce, I bounce, I bounce. Up and back, right on the bounce. I bounce, I bounce, I bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Food chips.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't record this. This is a moment of nacho.
What you're staring at, guys, is the Packard Supercharger kit. So this is how it works. In case any of you are wondering, they use a billet plate that mounts to the head of the motor, or well, to every part of the motor, I guess. There's a billet plate right there. This is your supercharger pulley. Depending on the size, that's what creates the amount of boost, as well as the tune, because it has a lot to do with fueling, all kinds of stuff. But this essentially is what controls your boost and the amount of boost that you're getting. This is your supercharger. Then it goes to the intake side. Then it goes through an intercooler, and this is your wastegate. And whenever you hear a car going psh, when I'm letting off the gas, that's because that little thing right there is letting the pressure out. So it's a name brand till wastegate. It is a name brand Rotrek supercharger. It is not the Chinese garbage like you get in some of those kits. This is running the Dooner setup. This filter does get dirty fairly quickly, but you gain a lot of power that way. At least they found that on the dyno. And then it runs from there into the intake side. And voila, this is your oil cooler. The oil cooler goes through all that. It's what brings your oil into your supercharger to keep your supercharger lubricated and cool. And then this is Josh. Oh, peaches are falling. They're falling for me.
Yeah, there you go.
What's that in that bag?
Banana nut bread.
Oh.
Banana bread. Wrapper.
Josh says he's on a diet. Everybody, can you go in the comments below and tell Josh he does not need to be on a diet?
Yeah,
He's literally skinny. He's
on a
like
diet.
one of those model girls that everybody says, you know, where she always thinks she's like fat, but she's literally like bones, like ribs and stuff.
That's not happening here. You can't see my bones.
You sure? I can see a riblet.
That's probably a nipple.
Oh, okay, my bad. So Josh's girl's car, Priscilla, y'all saw it, and y'all will see it, I guess, in some of these videos, because it's kind of a past. This is what is today? Tuesday? Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yes, so technically anyways, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're away from takeover already. So this is literally a week later from when I started recording this video. Anyways, Josh has got the supercharger on his girl's car. We started off with the base 91, bare bones, kind of the way this one was running, just on low boost. And you drove it, you've driven at sea level and you drove at elevation. What do you think about it, sea level 91? Be honest, you're not gonna hurt my feelings or Packard's
So I was
feelings.
impressed with it with the 91. Ran good, it's instant power. And then we took it to sea level, ran 91. Kind of seen the same result, but then we put on E50 and it was a whole nother animal.
Oh, I'm telling you.
So I don't know a lot about this stuff, but I've got a couple different big built cars, and compared to that Packard Supercharger, that's all I would do.
Yeah.
If I had to do it over, that's all I would do. That thing's a beast. I mean, yeah, you're not going to go drag race up hills and beat guys with 800-900 horse, but you don't need that.
Yeah.
I mean, total money saver, game changer. That's all I would do if I had to start over. I would not do anything else but the Packard Supercharger, 100%.
Okay. I I'm putting the gun away now. Made it back. All right, guys, so this is where I'll end the video with my opinion. Look, David's car is still here. I don't even know if I told y'all what happened or not. Wasn't nothing wrong with the car. He ended up landing a crazy good job that he couldn't turn down. So, I guess we're still here with his car. I just told him I'd leave it in my shop while I was done. All right, here's my opinion, guys. Here's where I'm at. I'm not gonna tell you this kid has been perfect from the beginning, okay? You'll probably go on the internet just like I would. You'll research and you'll see somebody saying something sour because they didn't get their way or whatever. There's been failure points on this kit in the beginning. Even recently, they've revised it over and over. And I've been along the way with them ever since the beginning of them releasing the Supercharger kits. I didn't even run one on my first car because there were just things going on with it that I didn't feel like it was a fully complete kit of perfection. No kit is out there, by the way. I know multiple manufacturers of kits that have had problems. They just have people take care of them. So don't let that deter you. I am your liaison to Packard. You deal with me directly. You have nothing to do with Packard. I'm the guy that makes sure every step of the way you know how to install this correctly and you know everything to do correctly. If you got a problem or something breaks, you reach out to me, not them, because I will take care of you super quick. And anybody that has got a Supercharger from me, I've done it. We even had a plastic inlet pipe break, and we realized that they're not using the correct plastic when they're 3D printing these things. So that's something that we have figured out. Packard's revised it, and there you go. They literally overnighted me one while we were in Oregon. We put it on the next day. The car kept going. So, you know, that's why I tell a lot of people, hey, just go through me. I'm going to take care of you in every way possible. Getting past that, my car ran flawless the entire time. I had zero issues, guys. And to be honest with you, there was cars. Here's a 550 horsepower car, my buddy Steve, that was following me. And there was points where he said I was taking off on him. Because every time I'd go into a turn, the power was so instant for me to get out of the hole, there was no lag. And that's what would keep me up with faster cars in my, doing the night ride. The short course track, I just didn't race that car super hard. I'm not going to wreck my car right when I'm going to sand show. That's just not going to happen. And I don't ever race in any of these races at 100%, guys, because I'm really just out there to show off the car because people want to see it. But I guess that's all I really have to say right now. We're back home, but for you guys, TakeOver, the actual event, is going to start on Friday. So, I don't know. I just had so many people like messaging me, and I only had that portion of video, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this about the Supercharger. I had a freaking blast. I freaking loved it. It was so much freaking fun. It makes that car so much more fun to drive. The torque is just so instant. And later on, towards the end of our TakeOver series, you're going to see the black car that we put a Supercharger on get turned up to E50, and it's freaking crazy how fast it is now. So, I don't know. That's all I have to say. And oh, by the way, Josh, the guy was talking to you a second ago while we were at the other RV park, he has a 980 something horsepower Pro R. So if he's saying that he likes it, I don't think it's that bad. So, all right, we love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. And starting Friday, you get all the TakeOver action. Other than that, have a great morning, day, or night, wherever you are. Go to offroaddiaries.com if you want some cool merch or parts. We got some of that stuff on there. Chris is working on that. We got a new t-shirt person now. I am sorry to all you guys that have ordered t-shirts and it's taken 2-3 weeks. We didn't stay on track or on top of the tracking of that because we thought everything was just going through nicely until I realized it wasn't. So I changed t-shirt guys. We got new designs coming out. We have new hats that I'm going to throw in there. The hats that you see me and Krista wearing with a white military camo thing and a brown and green military thing like the one that I was wearing. And then we got some other things. And I got something right now that I'm working on that's all the way down in Costa Rica because we're about to launch something awesome. I'm just trying to figure out the duties and all this other stuff because apparently, and then you got the FDA for the Food Drug Administration. It's got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of details. But got something cool coming for you guys. It's going to be branded and part of Off-Road Diaries. I'm really pumped. So, all right, guys, see you later. Bye.